Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we have been working on putting our realm together after a succession. Unfortunately, there was a disillusion war up here, which is going to delay us a little bit, but we were able to rescue Hispania at least, so there's that. Now, we've got some delayed factionalism here. I don't think there's anything we can do about these. These numbers, however, are not accurate. I just started up the game, and so that needs to be recalculated. But I don't think there's anything we can do about a single one of these factions. I think we're just going to have to fight them. And that's all there is to it. So the question is that true? Let's just go through all of these real quickly. We need to do our due diligence here and see if there's anyone that would accept an alliance. I mean, we could get some of these counts out of here. That is something that we could do. But for the moment, I don't think we need to. So I think we just want to crush those. Now, we can definitely come down and spend some of this money. Is that something that we want to do? Well, this would be pikemen here. Do we have anything that could boost up our pikemen? I mean, no. So that's not going to be a thing. So what would we be interested in putting in here? Also, hang on. Caravanserai. I forgot about these. This is just gold income? Yeah, raw gold income. Okay, that is noted. So for now, we want to put in something probably like cattle pastures that will generate us levies. Although maybe men-at-arms counter efficiency would be better. And a percentage increase of levy? That might be better, actually. Let's put in hill farms here. So that'll be fine. Next, we're going to go for Kong, where we have archers. We would love to put in something that would boost archers. Like what? Like what? So this would probably end up being, for similar reasons, we've already built hunting towers and coops here. This is going to be awkward. Okay, there's not much we could put here other than like barracks, and we'll do that, I guess. But really what we would want here in this final building slot would end up being shooting ranges. So maybe we should leave that one open for the time being. And arguably, well, no, that's not archers. Okay, yeah, we'll leave this one open for the time being. Now, here in our capital, this is heavy infantry. What would we like to put in here? I mean, cattle pastures would be good. We could also just do a caravanserai to have more gold income, but honestly, I feel like that's not necessary. I kind of want to just get the levies here, and that's what we'll do. Okay, so in La Raba, this would be something to boost pikemen, in theory. We probably don't have too much to do there other than the hill farms, and that's what we're going to put in there. Okay, in Buwaki, we've got cavalry here. So boosting cavalry is not the easiest thing to do in the world. We would likely end up going for just cattle pastures for the raw levy count. That would be okay. Boron has heavy infantry. Again, we're probably about as maxed out as we're going to get with the heavy infantry in this location. So I think we go for cattle pastures here. In Boron North, this is trebuchets. This is the same thing that we want here. We want shooting ranges. So we're not going to build that. In Felona, now this is a bit of a difficult ask. We could put water wheels here. We could put caravanserai here. We could put blacksmiths here, and I think blacksmiths are the way to go for the percentage increase of holding taxes. We might want to come back and remove, like, hunting towers, replacing that with, like, a caravanserai and water wheels for, like, the coops as well. That is a potential option, but for now, I'm going to put in blacksmiths. In Warodugu, this will be basically the same thing. We want that percentage holding tax increase. And in Banifing, probably the same argument applies. So we'll put that in as well. Now, that doesn't spend all of our gold by a long shot, but we want to have some level of gold here. So we're going to want to deal with this Liberty faction, and let's drop our rally point right here. Let's raise men-at-arms, as well as a few levy troops. Okay, so let's see what this calculates to. They're sending their Liberty demand now, so we will not be threatened. Also, this ransom is acceptable. Okay, so these guys are going to declare on us, as expected. Now, we are hiring a few, or rather not hiring, we're bringing in a few units here. Okay, so here's our men-at-arms. I want to have them leave and come back so that they start this siege instantly. Cool. Now, I want to take a look at the Independence faction. That is 2 months away. There's not really anything we can do about this. So, Mercuria... Interesting. Am I at the wrong place? No, I am not. He just happens to be here. Okay, that's interesting. For sure. We don't need this level of forces. We're just going to group these together for right now. Cool. So let's get this siege done. We gained a rival, and this is a liberty war here. So we have ticking war score by holding our capital. So that's noted. We want to siege down towards our capital here. We are going to take attrition moving in here, which is not ideal, but it's okay. We'll summon the physician. That's fine. We are going to have another faction very shortly here. Okay. So where exactly is Mercuria at? Over here. Right. That's noted. Okay. So for the moment, this is reasonably fine. But we're going to have some problems here. No doubt about it. So we'll get that finished up, and we'll walk on down here. We're at 25% war score right now. We see them coming towards our capital over here. We're going to be chasing them a bit, but it will take some time for us to get there. Now, here's that independence demand, and we will not be threatened. Okay, so I want to take a look at who all is in this independence war. Noted. That's reasonably fine. So we're going to head southward here. This alliance is maybe okay. Yeah, he's our vassal. That's fine. So we absolutely want to deal with these lads, right? But what we need right now is some form of siege. Now, which war are you in? That's the Liberty War. We need a siege on these guys to prevent their ticking. They're quite a long ways away from us. So that is absolutely noted. For now, we're just going to head down over this way, but it's not going to be phenomenal. So we're going to need to exit this Liberty War as soon as possible, right? This guy's the war leader. He is in his capital. It's unfortunate that we didn't capture him, but we didn't. So we're just going to have to proceed here. So down we come, and the question is, what do we want to do about this situation? I'm just looking at where they have forces. I'm thinking about raising a small siege force up over here. Not even men-at-arms, just levy troops. With the idea being that they are going to start up a siege up this way to prevent ticking war score. So they would want to have probably around like 10k troops on the outside. So that's okay. We're sieging here. I see these forces running around this way. That's the way we're heading. So that's okay. So we've currently got about 1,000 troops here. We definitely want to have a few more than this. I mean, we're not going to get 10k, right? But that would be ideal. Maybe we will. We've got about 5k. Okay. Press claim on the Empire of Africa. That's hilarious. Sure, we'll take this camel head. So about 5,200 troops. That is fine. So we're going to head up over here. I want to make sure we have a siege leader. If we have one. Because this is going to be slow sieging. So that's reasonably fine for right now. That is something within this independence faction. So we want to head in here next. And ideally, we want to start eliminating some of these guys, right? So, yeah, that's very awkward that he's up over there. But we can definitely come down here. Okay, so this siege is going to be done. That puts us at 38%. Noted. So we're going to come down to Ouagadougou. We want to make sure that our capital holds for the moment. Now, I want to pop up over here and see how these guys are doing. 14 months allegedly, but they're actually making decent progress here. That doesn't seem too bad. So obviously we're losing some sieges, right? It's going to be capped at 150, so that is noted. Okay, unorthodox treatment was successful. Sounds good. So we're just walking down here for now. We would love to fight this force. So I'm going to station besiegers up here, and we're going to go try to chase some of these armies. So we need to station besiegers and walk down this direction. Now, these guys have a lot of ticking war score ongoing. We're going to try to get that under control. That's 12 months away up here. I would love to fight this army for the war score. Yes, show her in and her 100 gold. Okay. If we can get out of this Liberty War very quickly here, that would be phenomenal. So we finished up the Siege of Ouagadougou. That got us 3.9%. That is not much. Noted. So we're going to come down here and fight them. Okay. Well, we got an enemy banner there anyway. We stack wiped them. That put us at 49% war score. So that is something. Now, which war are these guys in? That's the Liberty War. Okay. We need to be out over here. How long would it take us to get there? A long time probably. Yeah, 19 months to arrive there. We're going to need to walk over this way. It's not going to be great. But we have to get going on that. So, how are we doing on this siege up here? 6 months remain? Now 5? Okay, it's reasonably okay. We need to get something done up here, though, right? No doubt about that. Still 5 months on that? Sure. So these sieges are, of course, problematic, right? We would love to get some form of ticking war score. Now, I'm not sure which army is on which side. And that is a bit of a problem for us right now. We need to be able to identify where we want to get war score. Okay, so these guys are going to finish up this siege. That sets us at 65% war score here. Are they willing to white piece this at this point? They are. Are we willing to white piece this? That's a much different question. That is a substantially different question. We have ticking. And we're about to get this siege completed, which will help us on this independence war, for sure. 20 days. Okay. 10 days. Okay. So, unfortunately, that didn't count as war target. And the question is, what does count as war target here? Does it have to be in Makuria proper? Yeah, it has to be his personal domain. So that's way out over here. That is a really long ways away from all of our units. Okay. Well, we can definitely continue to grab some scraps of war score over here. It's going to be tough. I'm currently thinking that we need to merc up over here. So raise whatever we can, which is minimal. We can hire in theory, a holy order. This is a no-cost holy order. Or we can hire this holy order, which it does cost, but we're going to bring them in. And I'm also going to bring in a fair number of mercs over here. So we're going to hire some of these more expensive mercs. Well, maybe not that expensive of mercs. Something like you, and you. Okay, so we're going to group all of these together except the unit that is currently raising. That's 10,000 troops. Noted. Can we come fight them out over here? They're kind of spread out. I don't know about this. Yeah, I don't know about this. I feel like we need these guys here, for sure. And our forces are on their way over. We're at 72% here. We are, of course, sieging up this way. That's going to take allegedly 2 years. We'll see how true that is. We are not making siege progress here. Okay, we have insufficient forces for that. We're going to have to walk down this direction. Okay, they're walking into us. They caught us here. This is really bad. So these guys are going to start moving up over here as soon as they're done gathering, which is right now. We're going to retreat up over here ourselves. Losing that battle is tremendously bad. We are so far away right now from getting to anywhere over here. Like, we need to go here. But look at how much attrition we're going to take on the way, and how long does it take us to get there? 10 months. That's going to be very painful. So these guys are backing off right now. We're going to grab Hergeld. And how's this siege going? Well, we're at 22 months. And how are we doing over here? We are making progress here. So 30 days here. So we're at 73% on this Liberty War. That's fair enough. So we're retreating all the way up to here. Noted. Sure, we'll pay the Royal Court a visit. This is kind of irrelevant to us right now. We've got bigger problems. Okay. So that is fine for the moment. We've got a cat. Now, we need to just run straight through all of this and just start sieging up here. That is absolutely important. They've got about 20k units out over here, and there's not a lot we can do about that. Our forces are just too spread out at this moment. So, the question is, can we stop this independence war? The answer is, I think, yes. But it's going to be tough. So we're going to get these guys grouped together. And eventually, they'll group. Come on, get in there. There you go. Now we're going to walk down over this direction. Now, we actually need to go here. That's so much attrition. But we have to get there. We have to get there. So we're on our way there. This war is over. We'll enforce those demands. Okay. So now these guys need to start heading up this direction. Right now. Like, they need to get up here yesterday. Cool. So, the question is, what are these guys doing right now? Can we even get up here before this war ends? Like, I'm not entirely convinced that we can do it. We're at minus 78% right now, but ticking is a huge chunk of that. How's this siege going up here? It's 10 months away. Okay. So we just joined the late medieval era. That is reasonably fine. But we need to get here. And we're 4 months away from even starting this siege at this point. Now, they're coming this direction. We have our main forces on the way. We're going to be starting up this siege shortly. 17 months on that right now. We don't have any siege weapons over here. Our siege weapons are currently 8 months from arriving here. I'm thinking about timing here. 30 days and 3 months. We have to move this way. We have to group these units together. But we've taken so much attrition. We are so far away from being able to do anything at all here. Now, they're a little bit spread out, but they are absolutely coming at us here. They are absolutely coming at us, and this is not a good situation. But we have to try. We're so far away. Their reinforcements are able to carry the day here. I think we lose this. Just because of timing and how far away everything was. Like... It was so far away. It took us so long to even arrive. We're going to retreat. And what's that going to put us at? 91, and we're retreating to here. Man. We're still 5 months away from our siege weapons even turning up. So, I mean, we can reconquer this. Don't get me wrong. We can reconquer it. And we'll have to, I think. But I'm going to try to stop this from happening. But man, they just run at us like that. It's rough. It's very, very rough. We need to siege through here, but I don't foresee us preventing this from happening at this point. So this siege has already finished. We're going to head up over here. We're so far away still. We are so very far away. Maybe we can turn this around, but I think it's extraordinarily unlikely at this point. The timing just is not there. It's going to take us so long to run up here. 97%. These guys need to get started on sieges. We need to start turning this around. We're at 98. Yeah, we're arriving when this hits 100%. That's gross. But we only have 10 days left here. Maybe. Nope. Okay, so we lost that war. That was exclusively due to timing. 100% that was timing. So we need to conquer them back. That's what this is. First things first, we're going to go take Ajuran. So we're going to press our claim on Ajuran. 100%, we need to get through and conquer all of these areas. So we're going to raise our forces right down here. Losing that war sucked. Absolutely. It was 100% due to timing because the two wars happened so close together in time, but so far apart in distance that there was very little that we could do. That's fine. We won one of the wars and we'll get the others back very quickly. Now, the Empire title, I believe we still hold, right? Yeah, we hold the Empire title here and the Empire title of Hispania. So none of that actually matters. That's the important thing here. None of that actually matters. We can get that back very quickly, and we will. So we're just getting our men-at-arms here. And we're going to go on a massive conquest spree. We can get it back incredibly fast. But yeah, that was just crappy timing, is what that boils down to. Cool. So Mogadishu is going to fall here. He is leading his army. That's understood. We are going to station besiegers here, and let's go fight his army. We're going to take some attrition on the way. That's okay. I don't mind it. So let's get his capital under our control, and we're just going to siege our way through this. And we're going to just work through all of these places that got independence. It's going to set us back a little bit, absolutely. But, I mean, well played on their side, right? They had good timing for that claim. Like, this guy being the war leader meant that we had to get all the way up here into Mercuria, deep in enemy territory. Like, they played that well. Absolutely, they played that really, really well. So I can't fault them for that. That was just well done. So at this point, we want to come back and fight this army, right? We're working on getting into position here. We need a tax collector, which would be this guy. We'll appoint you, and let's grab detailed ledgers. Oh, they're going up over here? Sure. So we're 37% right now. This stack wipe could theoretically end the war, but we would be reliant on captures. Oh, a hostile force attacking our siege force. Rude. And they stack wiped it. Raiders. Incredibly rude. Incredibly, incredibly rude. So we're going to have to re-raise that. Let's give this a month tick. And they'll get here eventually. But we're going to have to slow siege then. Raiders. Insane. So we're going to get going on that. This siege is going to happen when? It is 2 years out at the current rate. Okay. Do we have ticking? No, we don't. Okay. Well, we're going to split our force here, and this will be reasonably fine. Once these guys get done, well, I want to raise a few levy forces here. And eventually this will all be fine. So we need a new steward. It'll be this guy. Incredibly awkward on that with the stack wipe of our siege force there. No doubt about it. We were trying to be greedy, though, so that's fair enough. So these guys, we only need to have a couple thousand here. Like 5,000 is more than sufficient for this. To prevent them from getting taken over by these raiders. Cool. So 15 months, 2 years, and 13 months. Noted. I would like to have a siege leader here. And a siege leader here, which we have. And a siege leader here. Okay. So any one of these finishing up will probably end this for us, to be honest. But yeah, those raiders were jerks. Let's wrap up this war. We've got 14 months here, 9 months here, and 12 months here at the maximum. But of course, it's going to take us quite a while to get those siege weapons back, unless we end this war before then. Which, hopefully, we will. 13 months, 8 months, and 8 months. Yeah, we're making good progress on this. Mercenary companies have been dismissed. Now the raiders are going to just attack into this force. I don't know why they think that's a good idea. It really isn't. Okay, 7 months. On the outside. Looks good. We'll extort our subjects. They even live by my mercy alone. Indeed. 1,500 gold. I like it. Incredibly, incredibly awkward, that, though. We're going to get these back very quickly, which is fine. We just need to get these sieges done, and to be honest, we'll carve through these incredibly fast. It's going to be this area that's going to take a little longer. But we definitely need to put this all back together. It was very rude of them doing that when they did, but I can't fault them for it. It was well chosen, their timing. So this is all good. We've only got a little bit of time left here. They sieged this back. Okay, rude. 10 months left on our siege weapons showing back up. And 10 days left here. Cool. Both of these finishing should probably end it. 98? Oh, that's rude. Okay, we're going to have these guys head out over here, and I'm going to have these lads come stop this force. That should end it, in theory. But it won't. We're going to need this siege. 5 more months. Okay. So I'll just hop down over here for now. This demand artifact is a decline. Thank you very much. And actually, we might capture him here. No, we don't. That's okay. We're going to head right up over here and get a siege commander here if we've got one. Yep, we've got one here. So that'll be 4 months, but honestly, this is going to end the war. That's 3 months out. Okay. Now 50 days. Excellent. 30 days. 20 days. 10 days. Eventually, this war will end. Our men-at-arms are still a ways away at this point, and we'll enforce those demands. So that gets us this territory back under our control. Next up, of course, we're going to be going for the kingdoms of Abyssinia, Nubia, and Makuria. We're not going to do those all simultaneously, but unless they're allied. No, I don't think they are. We are absolutely going to be taking these over next, and oh, we had some breakup up over here. That's fine. We have the Empire title up here, so it doesn't matter up in Hispania. Here is, of course, going to be a little bit more messy, but that's fine. We've got more cleanup to do, and we will do that next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time when we're going to get our revenge. For sure.